Okay, my friends, will you just stop already? Okay? Stop already about the Phoenix housing market's gonna crash. There's nothing like that's gonna happen. Nothing like that's gonna happen. I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos saying that the real estate market is gonna crash over here in Phoenix, Arizona. But you know what? The market is not moving this slow. It's moving a little faster than. So if you think you want to move that slow to buy your house here in Arizona, well, you're going to have to move a little more faster than those hogs in front of my house. Real estate market is moving a lot more faster here in November. And I think I called it a long time ago on my other video that we are now calling it Kelazona. Okay. So it is not Arizona anymore. It is called Kelazona. So I have a couple screens going on here, like four screens, a MacBook, a laptop, an iPad, etc. So I have the chat over here. So if you have a question, I will get to it at the end of the video. Let me just concentrate on what I'm doing here. So I'm going to give you actually the November housing stats for 2020 compared to 2019. I got my whiteboard here because I know you love it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and deep dive right into the housing market right after this.
This is where they go for the real estate info. I'm here to lead and help you succeed. One thing that you'll learn about me is I'm on a mission to give the knowledge to the world when making decisions and buying and selling real estate.
Victor Huerta.
Remember my name.
All right, my friends, welcome back. I want to give a shout out first to Three's Co's Coffee Bar. Jules over there hooked me up. Actually, we just sold her house and she had multiple offers, her and Alfred, and congratulations to them. We sold their house in Laveen, Arizona. So I kind of want to deep dive into the housing market update for November 2020. And what we're going to do is we're going to get down and dirty into the numbers and the math. There's a lot of things that are happening here in Arizona, and I just want to be transparent and give you the stats, okay? Most of these stats, I actually pay for them from the Crawford Report. Tina Tamborn, awesome lady, a lot smarter than I am, but I pay for the subscription to give it to you for free so you can absorb the knowledge when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in some real estate. The only help I request from you is to help build this channel. Spread the word here is give me a like. And that's pretty much it. If you want to leave a comment below, that's cool with me as well. But I will go to the chat later. So we're looking at November numbers right here, folks. So what's the 411? Okay, we're going to get into active listings for sale, listings under contract, monthly median sales price, months of supply, and some bonus features that I have typed up for you. If I misspelled something, excuse the typo. Okay, I'm just one person here. Okay, one person here. So let's get right into this. So you'll see the slideshow here. Let me blow this up here and put this in the frame for you. So active homes for sale. Now this is from last night. Okay, I did a Facebook Live last night. So we have 5,780 homes for sale. Okay, that is minus 41.6%, folks, of inventory that we have homes for sale. So those are the homes that you have available to choose from here in Arizona. With that being said, it's not a lot of homes. Okay, these are single family homes, all price ranges, no townhomes, no condos, all of Maricopa County, all of Pinal County. Okay, now homes under contract. Let me put this on the frame. 13,377. That is up 35.8%. Now these are homes under contract as of November. Okay, we're gonna move on here. The median sales price. If you revert back to my last video, I believe that price was $329 last month. We are up to $332. Okay, $332,000 is the median. Oh, there we go. Median sales price. Okay, I have to move that into the frame. So think about that, folks. We have gone up in price. $3,000. Okay, it has been going up and up and up. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about buying some homes here in Phoenix, Arizona, or even if you're thinking about selling. Okay, total monthly closed sales, 9,700. That is up 16.9% compared to November of 2019. Okay, so remember, these are actually comparing 2019 to 2020 numbers. Let's move on. If you are thinking about selling your home, well, you're going to get an A. You're going to get an A. It's 90.2% listing success rate. There's just some people putting on houses on the market at a price range. Doesn't make any sense. Houses need a lot of work, and they're just fishing. They're just throwing it out there, casting it out to see like, hey, let's just put it up on the market to see what kind of price we get, and go from there. See what kind of offers. So be careful. Be leery like that. Do your research and your due diligence. Make sure your agent runs some comps, okay, before you submit your offer, because if you're getting financing, it's not gonna appraise. You're gonna have some issues, and we're struggling right now trying to find a house. If you're an FHA buyer, it is very difficult because the appraisals, right? You're getting outbidded, and I feel your pain, okay? So just a heads up on that. The big number I want you to look at is this months of supply, my friends, months of supply, 1.4. Now, in a balanced market, we're roughly about 6 months of supply, okay? We are at 1.4 months. We are highly seller's markets. If you think you're going to come in and get yourself a deal in Arizona, you're not. I think across the United States, you're not going to get a deal. So just keep that in mind, folks, when you're coming down here to Arizona. Calizonas are coming down here and buying these stuff cash. It is crazy market. Even some of the California people are having problems coming here and buying cash. They're getting outbidded. That is how crazy the market is right now. Now, seller's market, folks. We are in a seller's market, okay? It is what it is. That's what it is. Seller's market. There's nothing to it. There's nothing more about it. It's the seller's market. The sellers hold the throne. They hold the coffee. They are sitting there, sitting down. How many offers do we have? 10 offers. 30 offers. 35 offers. That is exactly what's going on here in Arizona. It is just crazy. Okay. So let's get into some seller bonuses. Okay. Right now, housing market will not crash over the election in 2021. And of course, the penny as well. So we're not seeing any changes of that. It's just continue to rise. Seller bonus number 2. Supply is shrinking for 6 years in Phoenix, Arizona. So 6 years ago, we had inventory going down. So in order to rise, it's going to take a lot for it to rise. Okay. Let's go to number 3. Number 3, seller tip number 3. So MLS seasonally, okay, we would have about 25 to 30,000 homes for sale. Okay. Active homes for sale, right? We're coming into Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, the holidays, and we usually see a big increase in inventory because the inventory that has not gone under contract goes into the holidays, and then we start fresh again next year. Well, today, my friends, today is another day. This is the number from yesterday. We only have 5,780 homes for sale. Okay? That is what you have to choose from. So if you're coming down in the holidays and think you're going to go shopping around and walk in these properties and let's go take a look at some homes, it's not going to happen because they're going under contract like this. Okay? 12, 24 hours, maybe even the longest I've seen is 48 hours. And every property has more than 10 offers depending on the price point. So just keep that in mind, my friends. Seller bonus number 5, numero cinco, new construction cannot fill the gap, folks. I've checked the permits. It is not going to help at all. So we're still going to have an inventory problem as well. So if you're a seller looking to buy a new construction, that is probably the best option. If you're trying to do buy a resale, we need to do some language in your contract stating that you're not selling your house until we find you a house. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It's the legal language you want in your contract. You want a seasoned agent representing you, especially in a seller's market. Number 6, Seller bonus number 6, listings under contract we're between 9,000 and 10,000. Okay, this time of year, we are at 13,000 homes under contract. That is up. If you notice, everything is going up, 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 up here in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, number 7, seller bonus number 7. So this level was reached back in June when I pulled the numbers, and it's not slowing down. Okay, so if you look at the numbers, it's always been above the 9 and 10,000 properties under contract, and it's been like this since June. Okay, so everything that goes on the market is pretty much under contract right away. So just keep that in mind, friends. Number 8. So even if demand were to scale back in 2021 and go back to normal, we won't see home prices drop. And the reason why I want to tell you this, as if you're a home seller, is when we have, so our normal market is 25 to 30,000, right? Listings for sale. Okay. And then let me switch this real quick. Okay. 25 to 30,000 homes for sale. Okay. This is the gap. Okay. That's the top point. We are at like 5,000, just say 6,000. And even if inventory were to come up and be at 25 to 30,000, a balanced market, a parallel market right now, if this inventory came up, home prices wouldn't go down. And the reason why is because home prices would just stay flat. When they start going above that line, that's when you have a market correction, and that's when the prices start to decline. So just keep that in mind. It's just because inventory is going up, that doesn't mean that your house price is going to go down. It's just that your appreciation level is going to go a little bit slower when right now it is increasing like mad. Okay, now back to the presentation. I think that's the number 8 seller bonus, and that is it. Yes, that is it for right now for the seller bonus. So we're going to get into the buyer bonus. I have a lot of buyers coming in from different states and coming like, hey, I want to buy a house. Well, this is going to be your section. Okay, so the seller section, if you want to know what your house is, what we could sell it for, it's going to be more than what we listed for. Okay, we had a couple bidding wars in Gilbert, in Chandler, in Levine, in Phoenix. I mean, and even a piece of land in down south, okay, by Casa Grande. I mean, we're getting offers left and right. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So let's get into the buyer bonus. This has been a question that I get a lot, rent versus buy. Should I just rent or should I wait till the market to crash? Well, it's not going to crash. And I'm going to get into some numbers here for you guys. It's heavily on the buy side for the last 5 months because rents are up 17% since April. Okay, so rents are rising, prices are rising. So it kind of makes more sense if you do the math to purchase a house than to rent. And I'm going to go through that. And I get this question a lot is number 2 is evictions. Okay, due to the penny, it's small. Okay, we're not going to see an increase in supply of homes even if people get evicted with the penny, right, or job loss, etc. So that's not going to change at all as far as the Phoenix real estate market. That number is very, very low. Now take a look at this, home buyers. If you're trying to buy a house between 15 to 2,000 square feet, home rents are about $1,850. Okay, so if you're thinking about renting, it's going to be $1,850. Sorry, it was the wrong slide. So that's up 225 from last year, fourth quarter. So rents continue to rise. So if you're looking to rent a house from 1,500 to 2,000 square feet, you're going to be paying about $1,850. Okay, so just keep that in mind, my friends. So with rents rising 16%. Well, home prices rose 16% as well. So would you rather pay almost $1,900 to rent a property or $1,900 to own a property and get the appreciation throughout the entire 2021 and 2022 and then sell and make some bank? Okay, it's very common sense. If you want to do the math, let me know, and we'll do that work for you. Sit down here via Zoom, via meeting. Bring out my whiteboard, the one I'm using right now, to show you this presentation. Or you can come to my office with the mask, and then we'll do our thing. Okay. Buyer bonus number 5, folks. Buyer bonus number 5. One thing on the buyer side is the low interest rates. Okay, they're keeping these payments affordable. Yes, prices are increasing, but interest rates are affordable, my friends. Interest rates are affordable. So I've seen as low as 2.5%. Right now, it's 3.25% for one of my clients buying their second home, turning the first one into an investment. So interest rates are low, and that's what's keeping housing prices affordable. And you may think like, housing prices are not affordable. Well, I'm going to show you some graphs for you. I got some for you. Okay. Number 6, median sales price, 1,500 to 2,000 square foot home is 316,000, my friends, 316,000. So that's up 27K since April. So if you're sitting on the sidelines and waiting for the opportunity was back in 2011, okay? 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. Those were your opportunities. Those opportunities are long gone, my friends. So just keep that in mind, okay? You still have an opportunity to get in because it's not Phoenix, Arizona no more. We're calling it Calizona. Calizona. Oh my goodness, prices. Phoenix will continue to rise in 2021. Okay. Don't think that I'm just making this stuff from my head because I'm gonna show you exactly some charts of what I'm talking about. And number 8, there it is. Welcome to Calizona. Get in quick before it's too late. The reason why I say this is if you are a home buyer, okay, if you are a home buyer and you're local and you've been renting for quite some time, you're going to be pushed out of the market. Okay, you're not going to be able to get in anymore. And that's why I'm calling it Calizona, because people are moving here from California. You got people from New York. You got people from Portland, Wisconsin. People are just moving here. They're just an exodus in Chicago, New York City, California with the tax. Everything is going on over there, and people are just moving in here, and they're just pushing prices up. And, of course, they got the money, okay? So it's pushing first-time home buyers out of the markets, and you're going to have to rent for a while. So I'm calling it, man. I think it's going to be Calizona for a while. So the next charts are we're going to get into population growth versus housing unit growth. So this is the next chart I want to show you, okay? We're going to get into population. So you see population back in 2004, 5, 6, and 7. Let me bring this up to the frame. Let me raise it up a little bit. There you go. So you see the 4.4%, 3.8%, right? You see the two graphs. Population growth is the very bottom one, and then the top is the housing growth. You could see that we had more housing than population. And then look at the change in mid-2000, between 2009 and 2010. You see how it switched? Okay, so now we have population growth and not enough homes. And that gap continues to go, and that's where we're at in 2019. And this is why we can't keep up. This is why we have so much demand and not enough supply. Okay, so keep that in mind for population, and that's what's causing the housing shortage here. And you'll see here as well is, remember when the market crashed? Well, a lot of builders went out. They went out, right? They're bankrupt. A lot of banks went bankrupt, and they stopped all building here in Arizona. Well, that caused the major issue. And look at this, is in 2000, look at housing. We already had a shortage. We had population. In 2005, look at this, is plus 34%, okay? It's the same thing here. And then look at the population was plus 28%. So this whole gap has just been increasing as far as population and housing just can't keep up. And it was that major crash back in 2008, okay? So just consider that. That's the reason why home prices are rising so fast. Okay, so here is the Home Opportunity Index. This is measuring affordability from 1991 to 2020, and let's take a look at here. So if you look at here, okay, so we're looking at Phoenix against the national average. Okay, Phoenix against the national average. If you look right there in 2006, it was a 26%. Okay. And then we look over here, the normal range is between 60 to 65%. Let me see if I bring this up. We are at 64.8%, and the U.S. is 59.6%. So the normal range of affordability is between 60 and 75, and we are at 64.8. So we're still affordable here in Phoenix. But look at that chart, okay? Look at that chart, okay? So Phoenix wasn't really affordable back in 2004. You see right there at the peak, and then we dipped all the way down to Q3 of 2006, which was 26.6%. And man, let me tell you, those prices right there, Okay, 26.6%. That is crazy discount. Okay, so if you think a chart's going to happen like this again, as being an investor, I don't think it's going to happen. So let's go to the next chart. Okay, this is a monthly average sales price per square foot. Okay, this is from the Cromford report. I pay for this knowledge, and I kind of extract it and try to give it to you for free so you can understand what's going on with the real estate market. Okay, so let's focus right here in 2003 and 4 when the market took off. Okay, you see that's called like a false lift. Okay, and I'm going to get into the next chart right there because that had to do with just a lot of the interest-only loans, the balloon loans, the funny money where you can just write your income on a piece of paper and get a loan. So just consider that. And then all of a sudden we had that big crash, right? It came all the way tumbling down all the way to 2008, 2009. But if you see that peak, okay, look at that peak on the way up. Let me put that in the frame. Picture that. Now look at where we're at right now. Okay, look at where we're at now. See, it's an easy slope that's going up, right? So we don't have this shoot up where it comes back down. So it's been going up and up and up. It's a little scary right now at 9%. Let me see. There we go. There we go. So we're at 9%, which is kind of crazy, and it's getting a little scary. Okay, it's getting a little scary, and it's going to continue to rise, right? I mean, I don't know how long it's going to last, to be honest with you, but I mean, we're going to have to flatten out because we're already passing the 2000 in 2005 and 6 mark. So it's going to have to correct itself. It's always going to have to correct itself, but I don't see it crashing like back in the day. Let's go to monthly average sales price per square foot. So this is the bubble, okay? This is the false lift I was talking about. You take a look at that chart. Rents were stable, right, in 2002, and then look at how rents declined. Okay, this was false demand. Then prices shot up because of all those loans, those funny loans, and people were just buying here and there. And we had a lot of investors from California. If you're from California, you can vouch for this. As you guys came in, bought new construction, you bought a house for $250, you waited till it was built, and then you sold it for $350, and you just made like $100,000. Okay, $100,000. So that's what was happening. All these investors were like, hey, let's go buy new construction, boom, 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 sell them, and then all of a sudden crash. Okay, so because it was just a deal. It was a deal, and then rents went down. So when the market crashed, right? When the market crashed, if you look at the market crash in between 2008 and 2010, you saw rents were still started going stable, right? And then you saw prices. Okay, now look at the prices now and look at versus rents. This is kind of like the forecast that Cromford has right now. Let me, can you see me? Can you see it? Let me see. I'm gonna have to hold it right there. Okay, there we go. There you go. You see rents and prices. We're seeing rents increase like crazy, and then prices are gonna follow rents. So if you are thinking about coming in and renting a property, you're gonna get hit hard. Okay, it's not gonna be easy finding a rental property. I'm just being honest with you. It's difficult to find a rental property. If you're looking to come buy a property, it's gonna be difficult as well, depending on the price range. Okay, you're gonna have to be at least at the 400,000 mark or below to find you a nice house that doesn't have a lot of offers. We're having even issues at $500,000. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So that's where we're at right now. Here's some information if you want to pause this and read it. Interest rates are keeping, mortgage payments steady, and housing is being affordable. So that's pretty much that. The penny is not going to cause anything, a surge of supply. And if it does, it's going to be gobbled up like the turkey I'm about to eat on Thursday. So yeah. That's kind of what I have for you right now. There is my info if you want to connect with me. You already know all my info is below as well. But we're not going to see a major crash here, folks. I'm just being honest with you. I've been doing the stats for a while. If I thought we were going to have a crash, I would have sold all my investment properties already. We actually just purchased another one. So that's where we're at. I have nothing in the chat, maybe because it is Friday and it is 2 p.m. But on the replay, if you have any questions or comments, just look at them below, okay? Leave them below. I will respond. Do me a favor, just click the like button, subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow. This is just free information if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in some real estate. Once again, my friends, I hope you enjoy these videos, these educational videos. I'm just here to help. If you're looking just for some knowledge, you just want to chat, and you're coming in from out of state, call me, text me, or email me. Let's set up a Zoom meeting before you buy that ticket or before you drive down here, because we have to get you pre-qualified. We have to get you all set up. If you're buying cash, we have to set up some appointments because of the panty, because of the holidays. It's just, it's crazy out here. Okay, we're doing some offers sight unseen. We're still not getting some offers accepted, and even the offers that we did get accepted, we had 2 back out already. One was for inspection. The other one is the seller lied to us. She had like 8 liens on the property, and then she wants to hold up the sale and say those liens aren't her. They did an ID check on her, and all the liens are on the property, and now she's just, it's a mess. Buyer's upset. I'm upset. The selling agent really didn't do their job. They shouldn't have listed the property if they knew all these liens were on there. So, yep. We got out hustled by a woman. At least the selling agent did, and then didn't communicate with us that. And the title report came back, had all these liens, and it's a mess. So anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I got to go try to find some homes for my clients. Stay safe. Enjoy the holidays. You know, I don't know what you're going to do, right? There's some states that are shutting down. If you're around family, you know, just enjoy the time, because you don't know what's going to happen. It's crazy times right now. It's just very, very crazy times, but do the best what you can, okay? Hug your family, hug your kids. Do it in a safe manner. Enjoy the holidays. Decompress a little bit, okay? We don't know what's going to happen coming in 2021. My daughter's in school at home. They're going back all online. The school just sent an email, so it's just a mess trying to balance everything. And I feel your pain. You know, we're over here trying to help clients here and survive and pay our bills as well. And I know that you guys are trying to do the same thing. So we feel your pain. We just got to stay positive. Just got to stay positive, keep on going to work, do our thing, and try to just distract the noise and the stories in our head and create our own stories that we're going to be okay, and pray for those who are not. So with that being said, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, I got to go search for the homes. We'll see.
Remember my name. This is where they go for the real estate info. I'm here to lead and help you succeed. One thing that you'll learn about me is I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to get the knowledge to the world when making decisions and buying and selling real estate.
Victor Huerta.
Remember my name. This is where they go for the real estate info. I'm here to lead and